Hello, this is the daily Forex report for October 3rd. We are going to look at the US-Japanese yen pair first. This pair gapped down just a little bit, has retraced already. Looking for this pair to continue moving sideways until we get a close below this low. Look for this pair to potentially go up to 83.93, possibly down to 82.62. Look for some resistance around 83.50 and look for some support around 82.86. Now looking at the Euro-USD pair, this pair continues just to move to the upside. Moved much higher on Friday. Seems like every time we get a small doji bar or a potential reversal or down day, we just get a smoking day to the upside afterwards. Definitely look for this pair to continue to move to the upside. Look for it to hit some resistance around 138.50 and hit some possible support to the downside at 136.75. Now the pound US dollar pair, this particular pair created an inside bar on Friday after this very large volume day. Definitely a large average true range from high to low. Definitely closed down, as we can see. Overall trend though is up. Curious to see if we'll get a break to the upside on this next session. We did get a gap down, so we'll hopefully see a retracement of that. But if we see a retracement continues to the upside to break this high, I do believe it will continue all the rest of the week. Look for it to potentially go as high as 159.56, possibly down to 156.25. Look for some resistance around 158.75 and look for some support around 157.00. Okay, now the US Swiss, this particular pair gapped down as well. It is going to the upside. It's already retraced that gap. Overall, definitely moving to the downside. Look for it to potentially go as high as 0.9897 if we get a pullback, possibly moving down to 0.9628. Look for some resistance around 0.9842 and look for some support around 0.9705. Okay, now as far as news announcements go, we have the Reserve Bank of Australia releasing their rate decision at 11:30 p.m. Eastern Time tomorrow. Consensus on that is that they're going to move rates from 4.50% to 4.75%, which of course would be good news for the Australian dollar long term. Now, what am I looking for during this next session? Well, we've talked about a little bit already, the pound US dollar pair. If you back out a little ways, you can get a crisper view of what's going on here. We do have a high that was created as well as a low that helps with this inside bar that was created on Friday. You can see here's the high for Friday and here's the low. So it's definitely within the previous session's high and low. Looking for it to break to the upside, we definitely have this area here of previous resistance that we need, that we'd look for it to move up to. That's about a 50 to 70, depending on where you call that resistance, pip move. So you could definitely look for it to go there. If it goes beyond that, then we have the break of the, the 6,000 mark or 601 mark that we hit here at the highs. So we get a close above that, it's definitely moving to the upside. But this 50 pip move I do believe we'll see fairly quick. Now if we get a break to the downside, we should see it come on back down to around this level. From a support and resistance standpoint, that'd be a move to the downside of about 120 pips. I do believe we would see that fairly quick. If you look historically, we have an area of just sideways market here, consolidation, sideways market, and sideways market. Now, it did go through those areas fairly quick during that time, so I do anticipate it happening again. Well, that about wraps us up for today. Until next time, this is Jason Fielder. Good trading.